like Thrill's right. Like it's so common now, and then I'm kind of amazed that people like so many people get Botox. It's like, man, you're not even that old.
Mm-hmm.
250 years of American history is being celebrated this year, gents. And honestly, I found this wonderful article. There's actually a lot of coincidences that have happened in those 250 years.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
So this comes to us via theamericanfacts.com. And it's just basically a bunch of different coincidences that have happened throughout the years here of this country. A lightning strike survivor. Being hit by lightning is an extremely rare occurrence. Park Ranger Roy Sullivan was struck not once, but 7 times between 1942 and 1977 and survived all of them.
I remember that guy only because my brother used to get the Guinness Book of World Records every year. That was his thing, like what he does now. Anyway, that no one broke his record. He was always there and always had a picture of him. I think he was like a sheriff or something like that.
Yes.
But they always showed him standing there with
Park
one
Ranger.
of his sheriff's hat. Okay, his park ranger
That's what I was
hat
going to say.
with a clean line burned through it.
There's got to be an explanation for this. Whether it's geographical.
Yeah, God hates him.
Whether he's just, charged, where he's living, what his job is.
The
is he a
strikes hit him
lineman?
in a fire tower, in his truck, in his yard while patrolling. So there's
it's random.
Yeah, it's completely random. It just him.
Is it random if you get hit 7 times?
You're attracting the lightning.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You got some kind of charge going on.
How about this one? Back in 1975, 17-year-old Erskine, I'm sure I said that wrong, Lawrence Evan, was struck by a taxi in Bermuda while riding his moped. A year later, his brother Neville, also 17 at the time, was riding the exact same moped when he was struck by a taxi. The very same taxi, with the same driver.
You've got to be kidding.
On the same street. With the same passenger.
What?
The same dudes riding in the same taxi hits the same damn moped with the dude's brother on there.
I think
Coincidence.
that driver had it out for him.
I got to think the passenger's like, this is freaking me out, man.
Yes, if I see that driver again, I'm out.
Or if I'm that passenger and the driver's like, it's that same guy, like, let's hit him again.
Do it.
Come in.
Go for 3.
What are the odds?
Maybe they both just hate that guy.
I know it seems like, are we sure this is a coincidence?
I mean, that is awfully strange.
Incredible coincidences in American history. They call this one Disney Magic. A soon-to-be-married couple, Alex and Donna, were looking through old photos to include in their wedding video. They found one photo of Donna posing on a childhood trip to Disney World back in 1980. In the background, they spotted her soon-to-be father-in-law pushing a stroller with her now soon-to-be husband inside.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool.
A photo that dated back several years or decades.
Wait, so they're looking through old photos.
Correct.
And then they see who as a kid?
She realizes, so she has a picture of her at Disney as a child. In the background, her soon-to-be father-in-law is
And
pushing the
husband.
Oh, I
stroller
see.
that
Right.
contains her future husband.
Yes.
That's wild.
Sounds like
That'd
he's
be
been
insane.
stalking her for a while. Baby, I saw you when I was sucking my
Yeah, they
thumb
should
and breastfeeding.
Get married to Disney.
Saw you from my mom's shoulder.
God. This one's wild. Jim Lewis and Jim Springer. So identical twin brothers separated at birth, Jim Lewis and Jim Springer, were reunited at age 39 and discovered several coincidences about each other. Both married women named Linda
All right.
that they divorced, and then remarried women named Betty. Both had dogs named Toy and drove the same model of a car. Both grew up with an adopted brother named Larry, and both had sons whom they named James Allen. They had not met each other before any of these things happened.
That is weird, man.
Yeah. I mean, I understand that the twin thing goes a ways, but damn.
You know, but that's when they do those experiments, right? So they say, like, one, if you're, and look, I don't know, I'm not a twin, but they say if you're a twin, everyone points out that you're a twin. And everyone expects you to do the same thing, so people tend to notice more.
Sure.
Right? But in this case, like, you didn't know each other for 39 years.
Right.
There's something there, man.
So, how about this one? Dennis the Menace. 2 comic strips featuring a character named Dennis the Menace debuted in British and American outlets, respectively, on March 12th, 1961. Both of them did on March 12th, only a few hours apart. Neither of the creators knew each other and had no idea that the other was doing it. They just
Are
landed.
they the same idea? It's just this kid that's kind of a troublemaker?
The kid's name is Dennis the Menace. You do the math, right?
Yeah.
It's right there in the name.
Right.
But I'd read that before, and I want to say when they finally came to realize this, I want to say the American cartoonist ended up winning out whatever court battle, but it still wasn't super contentious. Because like, bro, I did not know you were doing it. Vice versa, but one of us has that rights to it. And I would say the U.S. guy won, but yeah.
Yeah, right. Incredible coincidences in American history. So there was this author by the name of Morgan Robertson wrote a short book called Futility about a massive, unsinkable ship called the Titan that hit an iceberg and sank. The tale describes a ship with a similar size and a similar lack of lifeboats to the famous vessel known as the Titanic, and this book was released a couple years before the Titanic was even a thing.
I wonder if anyone was reading that on the Titanic.
That would be spooky.
This is a crazy book, man.
That's also, you don't welcome that in there. That's like watching snakes on a plane while you're on a flight.
I'd rather watch that than Air Disasters.
Yeah.
My wife and I were watching Air Disasters almost just like 3 days before we were going to fly somewhere. And it doesn't bother us, right? But one of the kids walked into the room and were like, change the channel.
Right.
We do not need this paranoia. Because Air Disasters never ends well.
No.
Hence, disasters.
It's like watching Final Destination, while you're just on your way out.
I'll be honest with you. After I finally flew in a smaller plane like that Cessna,
Yeah.
I haven't watched an episode of it since. Every time I see it now, I skip over. I'm like, I don't need this in my life.
Would you watch Jaws before going to the beach?
Sure.
I watched Jaws before I went to summer camp. That was a mistake.
Okay. Would you watch
nervous.
The Exorcist if you're going to babysit a 11-year-old girl?
No.
Okay. Me neither.
Got it. Geez, coincidences
Seems like
in
an odd
American
movie to
history.
watch before you do anything.
I mean,
considered.
it is. I'm just saying.
So this is a pretty sad coincidence dealing with the Hoover Dam, but the construction of the Hoover Dam was a long and difficult process, claiming over 100 lives. The first person to die was J.G. Tierney, and the last recorded death was his son Patrick.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'd rather get hit on the moped, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I just assume they fell over the dam.
Right.
And anytime, and I've never personally been there, it is something I would like to do. Maybe next time I go to Vegas, who knows? But they'll show you the camera view from the top. Mm-hmm. I'm like, am I sure I want to do that?
Yeah.
Like, am I sure that I want to do that?
Some coincidences between Jefferson and Adams. The patriotic yet somber coincidence indeed. John Adams and Thomas Jefferson, the second and third U.S. presidents, both died on July 4th, 1826, the very same day. Exactly 50 years after signing the Declaration of Independence.
Wow. I guess the British got back at him.
It's a ticking time bomb. You might know this one, Steve, so you don't get to say anything about it, but Mark Twain and Halley's Comet. In the year that Mark Twain was born, 1835, Halley's Comet passed by Earth, and the great writer famously predicted that he would, quote, go out with it as well. He did. He passed away in 1910, the next time the comet appeared.
Damn.
It was the ship that he landed on, the ship that took him away.
That's it. He was
That's
an
right.
alien. Boom.
And then I'll leave you with this last and final
Mark Twain, noted alien.
Dropped a few N-bombs and then left the planet.
Let me tell you about a character.
Right.
The last coincidence.
I got this idea.
You're going to love it.
The last coincidence in American history, the presidential curse. So for almost 140 years, U.S. presidents elected in years ending in 0 died while in office, starting with William Henry Harrison back in 1840, Abraham Lincoln 1860, James Garfield in 1880, William McKinley in 1900, President Harding in 1920, FDR in 1940, and John F. Kennedy 1960. The only time that it was broken was back in
Reagan.
1980 with Ronald Reagan, and he damn near did it.
He still got shot.
Right.
That's the thing, man. It's not like he got out of there scot-free. It's like, no, dude, somebody put a bullet in your ass
Right.
to impress Jodie Foster.
I know.
It's just, and Jodie Foster's
13-year-old
like,
Jodie Foster.
I should have just told you I'm not interested.
first of all, I'm gay and I'm a child. But, you know, I'm impressed.
This'll do it. This'll get you to change teams.
Oh, that's how you get all the girls.
That's right.
Okay, I'll do it now. You shot the president.
An Australian bike race was interrupted by a very fitting disturbance, Miles.
What was it interrupted by?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve and Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast 72-year-old Rick Rizzs, a.k.a. the voice of the Seattle Mariners radio network only for the last, 43 years, right? Obviously, the Mariners are coming off a pretty historic season, but after 4 decades, the team announced earlier today that he is going to be retiring. Now, keep in mind, he's not gone just yet. He says he plans for this upcoming season, the 2026 season, to be his final as the primary radio broadcaster for the club, man. I mean, he's been around a hot minute. I mean, Mike, that's basically your entire life, and you're a massive Mariners fan. So it's got to be crazy just the idea of not hearing his voice on the radio for a Mariners game. That said, Rick Rizzs and any of these guys that call baseball games, look, as a broadcaster, I will say, and Ted, I believe you agree, the best broadcasters in the business are guys that call baseball games.
For sure.
Because there is not a lot of action, and these guys fill the gaps just with storytelling and everything else. And Ted, we know a common person. You're closer to him than I am, and said that he's had the occasion to hang out with Rick Rizzs outside of work.
Right, he works at a sports station. He goes down to spring training, and he's like, dude, he is as nice and awesome as you think he is, and tells the best stories. He's like, I love the guy. He's a legend.
Yeah, and stuff like that goes a long way, man. So what you hear on the air is apparently who he is in person as well. So Rick, hey man, 43 years, I get it, but whatever you do, I hope you do it well. I suspect you will. It's been nothing but class, man, and people have nothing but wonderful things to say about this guy. And Rick, listen, man, if you're going to leave at the end of the 2026 season, can you please work some of your 40 years of mojo and get the Mariners to the World Series?
Come on, Mariners. Send them out. Send them out the right way.
It's so close. And I'm hoping maybe that's why he even came back for one more year. So, you know what? Damn it, man. If we got this close, I was going to retire last year. Maybe we get it done this year. We'll see. But, Rick, man, we wish you well. And I'm pretty sure I say that on behalf of any Mariners fan listening anywhere around the world, man. You are the man. Spectacular job. Spectacular job. So let's drink. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bijola.
All right, let's get a contestant on the line for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.